I played a secret voice recording at my own baby shower and watched my mother and my mother-in-law's faces fall apart in real time. I was 27 and pregnant with my first child. My mom and mother-in-law had been clashing since the engagement, but I told myself they would behave for one day. My mom even offered to help host. The morning of the shower, everything looked perfect. Flowers, food, friends, everything I had dreamed of. Then the gifts started getting opened. My mother-in-law started commenting on every single one. Too expensive, too much. She's always been spoiled. And then my own mother laughed and said, she's always been like this. Expects everything handed to her. The room went completely silent. Guests looked at each other, not knowing where to look. I sat there in my baby shower sash with tears burning behind my eyes, while my husband said absolutely nothing. I felt more alone in that room full of people than I had ever felt in my life, but I didn't cry, because I had been waiting for this moment for 3 weeks. That evening, when the room settled, I stood up and said, I want to play something for everyone. I pressed play on my phone. My mother-in-law's voice filled the room. She was talking about my mom, calling her low class, saying she only tolerated her for access to the grandchild, laughing about how easy she was to manipulate. The recording was from 3 weeks earlier. I had suspected something was wrong when both women started saying oddly similar things about each other that didn't add up. So I had quietly started paying attention. My mother-in-law had been playing both of us against each other the entire time. Fake compliments, planted gossip, strategic lies designed to keep us divided so she could control the situation. My mom's face went completely white. She looked at my mother-in-law and then looked at me, and I watched something shift in her eyes. She stood up and said, I owe my daughter an apology. And then she turned to my mother-in-law and said, I don't think you need to stay. The shower ended early, but something else began. My mom called me the next morning and apologized properly. Not quickly, not defensively, fully. We talked for 2 hours. She cut contact with my mother-in-law completely after that. And for the first time in my pregnancy, I felt like my mother was actually on my side. Some people said I should have handled it privately, but I knew that in that room with both of them together was the only moment the truth would land hard enough to actually change something. And it did. Now, I want to ask you, would you have played that recording publicly or waited? Tell me in the comments.